We woke up early to feed and head to the airport. I tried to time the feed as much as I could to make sure Hunter fed on takeoff to help with the ear pressure, and that worked wonderfully. He was wonderful on the flight without a peep. So we've just arrived at our hotel room. They have a crib provided for us, which is great. And it is nice and hot outside, so we might make it to the pool in a second. But it's so great that they are accommodating for Hunter, which is awesome. And Sardinia is just looking so beautiful already with the amazing mountains and everything.
Say hello, Hunter. Hi, baby.
So the first day was just chilling by the pool, and then we made our way to Il Fade restaurant for some dinner. It was so picturesque. Part of the dough was filled with ricotta and prosciutto, which was delicious. Best dough we had the entire trip. Hunter just watched the sky from the stroller while we ate. The next day was a beach day, and off we went to Punta Istana. This is hands down my favorite beach so far on the Upper East Side of the island.
Hey, little guy.
The water is crystal clear and reminds me of the Caribbean. The water was actually warm enough too, since it was May. After, we stopped at Cafeteria della Nonna for some Italian pastries and a bite to eat in between dinner. We had a big breakfast at our hotel, so we didn't want to have a big lunch. We then spent the evening in Olbia, where we walked along the streets, had some gelato, and stopped for some pizza. The next day, we made a trip to Arzachena to see the beautiful artsy steps and take a walk around. After Arzachena, we decided we would go to the beach because it was such a hot day. Cala Brandinchi was another one of the beaches we went to that supposedly sometimes have boars, but we didn't manage to see any on the beach. It was a beautiful beach though, but I still prefer Punta Istana. Worth going to though if you're on the island and in the Upper East Side for quite a while, just to try out the different ones, and maybe you'll be able to see some boars on that day. Later, we went for dinner and I tried this gorgeous ravioli with blueberries. The blueberries were such a great touch. I'd never thought to put blueberries with my pasta before. I also tried the seadas, which are a traditional Sardinian dessert with cheese and honey. Nathan had a chocolate fondue pudding. We were in Italy to shoot a wedding, so we went out to photograph the couple after dinner at a nearby beach called Doctor's Beach. We had to hike down to it about half an hour, 45 minutes, and it was so beautiful. So here's one of the realities of traveling with a 2-month-old. I have had to wash, I think in total it'll be 4, because his poops have been pretty darn crazy. So yeah, it's been very interesting in that sense. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of laundry while on holiday, but it's all good. He's been having a great time. We spent some time on the beach the next couple of days before heading down to the south of the island for the wedding. We stayed at Biora Hospitality, which was a lovely and beautiful place to stay, and they accommodated for Hunter with the crib too, which was great. We went out for the evening on a stroll and got some takeaway pizza from where we were recommended, and we brought it and watched the sunset over the valley. It was amazing, and they had the best Nutella pizza too. We went to the wedding the next day, which was in a beautiful location, and it was such a lovely wedding. They actually had somebody making nougat on site, which was so delicious. It was so fresh and delicious. You have to try nougat on the south of the island because it's super well known for that. The day after, we made our way back up to Olbia for our flight home. I didn't actually get to nurse on the way back as our flight was delayed, but Hunter did brilliantly again. He actually slept the entire time. And now I'm going to finish off with some tips for traveling with a baby in case you want to do the same. It is totally possible. All right, I'll catch you guys soon.